All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth, honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. To the Akwathim and the children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai, is the deliverer. And the dead that died in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because they shall rise first. All right, my name is Maka Alabun Gad, Maka Alabun Gad Ben Yasharala, with the Watchman Philadelphia, can here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And hey man, I just came across this Yapar video. I was about to take it down for the night, because you know I gotta get up for the plantation early in the morning. But you know, before I go to sleep, whatever, I always try to check current events and everything like that. And this is a banger right here, man, because yo, we almost out of here. Like you had that yellow vest protest going on over there in France and all that. So now, you know, Paris, now it went from just a protest to, hey man, all hell broke loose over there. You know, and it's just recently happened, man. You know, so these things are coming to America, because you could just imagine you go to sleep one night, wake up tomorrow, and everything's just in turmoil, man. So the first scripture I got, the scripture I got, then I'm going to play the video, is this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 15, all right? This is eventually going to happen. But it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. So, yo, they're not regarding their government over there, because they going, you know, the government and like your mayors, your presidents and all that. And, yo, this guy Marcoon, he's cool with who? Trump, man. You know, so Marcoon was set up over there to what? Bring down Paris, man. You know, and that's over there in France, man, Italy and all that. So, yo, man, those were superpowers at one time, these places, and the Lord is bringing them down. You know, he brought them down back then, but he bringing the whole Esau shit down, man. You know, and America is what? Going to be the end all be all for Esau. You know, because this is the most wickedest kingdom on the face of the damn planet, man. You know? But without further ado, man, I'm going to let you see the clip.
Chan, you're watching In Question, broadcasting live from RT America National Headquarters in Washington, D.C. We begin this hour with breaking news. We are starting to see violent scenes coming out of France in what's being called the largest nationwide protest in the presidency of Emmanuel Macron. Across the country, workers are protesting over the government's pension reform. In areas of Paris, we saw demonstrators clashing with police, multiple fires have been set, and tear gas was apparently fired. RT's Charlotte Dubinsky is on the ground and filed this report.
Tensions on the streets here in Paris as this nationwide strike has turned into chaos. Some 250 protests taking part across the country, with many transport networks completely paralyzed. As you might get a sense from behind me, there have been clashes between the police and the protesters, with that tear gas now raining down in the city, the capital of the country. I can taste the tear gas in the air, and you might be able to hear the people shouting, "Oh, everyone hates the police." We've seen the protesters throwing projectiles towards the police, and then, of course, the police coming back at people, calling there for the demission, the resignation of President Macron. This is all over attempts to change the pension system here in France. The idea of merging some 42 separate systems into one universal system. The government says it will be fairer, it will be more equal, but people on the street say no, it won't be. It will mean that we will have to work potentially for longer. We won't have those early retirements, and our pensions at the end of this could in fact be much lower than they are. This is a very emotive subject in France, and this comes after a year of, or more than a year, of yellow vest protests. There is a general malaise here in France about the reforms being carried out by the French administration, and as you can see, that anger is now boiling onto the streets, with this protest scheduled to last not just today, but also to roll for the next few weeks. If it does, if it brings France to a standstill over several weeks, it will match those protests back in 1995, which brought the country to a standstill. That was in fact the last time a French government tried to make such big changes to the pension system. People angry on the streets, and what could have been a peaceful protest has turned yet again into a big clash between the police and the protesters. Charlotte Dubinsky for RT America in Paris.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out.
Hey man, there you go, man. So that they going crazy over there. And she mentioned you know, how they said that they wanted that one basically they all after that one world government, man. You know, and that's what they trying to bring over there, but them people not going for it. Likewise, when that same thing happens right here in America, you're gonna have people that's not going for that shit, man. They're gonna be snapping, going crazy. Yo, and just like you have what in Revelations, man. The 13th chapter, when it talks about the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, and he calls it for all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound to receive a mark, man. In their right hand or in their forehead. That's coming here. It was already here, but you know they trying to be slick about it. But eventually they're gonna force it on the people. And what you think the people gonna do, man? They gonna riot, man, go crazy. Cause they like, man, we ain't going for that shit. And go against who? Their governments, man. You know. It's like the scriptures tell you, man. Was that Sirach 12 and 10? 10 and 12? Now, let me grab it real quick. I don't want to. Salakia 12 and 10, man. You know, when it says never trust our enemy, for as like iron rusted, so is wickedness, man. All right? So you're not supposed to trust your damn enemy, man. You know? And that's what our people are going to do. They're going to go for it and try to get, you know, because they're going to want their benefits. But you're going to have a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of death in America, man. All right? Matter of fact, let's grab. Because just the times that we living in, man, and the times that we coming up on, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not playing with this place, man. That's just like it tells you in Habakkuk, man. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. All right? Let me see. Here we go. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down," man. All right, and that's where we in right now, man. You know, you can go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. You know, when it tells you what times, it's a time for everything, man. And right now we're in a time of war, man. You know, a time of uproar. And that's the vibration of the whole planet, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is putting the spirit on these people to rise up, man. You know, and go against each other, go against the governments, go against Esau, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not playing, man. All right, it tells you, for many that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, man. That's heavy. You know, dying from a famine or dying from hunger, that's one of the worst ways to go out, because your body actually eats itself. You know, it's actually eating itself from the inside out, man. It says, I'm going to read that part. It says, "And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy," man. And what's the sword? Esau is basically the sword, man. His blessing was the sword. You know, he's a Habba Shem Yahshab's whipping stick. But all these people that's prideful and proud and all that, yo, that sword going to catch your ass. Whether it be a gun, whether it be the guillotine, you know, whether you know, the race war, all that, man. You know, and it's multiple swords out here. You know, the Gurga troops, you know. So it's going to be a lot of death, man. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, man. So, you know, like right now, when somebody passes away, you got people comforting, like, oh, man, I'm sorry about that, brother. My prayer is going up for you. Ain't nobody going to be doing none of that shit, you know, because there's going to be so much of it going on. And this is actually beautiful that these things are happening, man. Because what tells you in the scripture, when the world comes with Salaki, it says when your fear comes as desolation, you know, and he said that the Lord said he's going to laugh, he's going to mock, man, at your calamities, man, right? Because he said he stretched out his hand and no man regarded. So right now should be the time it will behoove you to seek this truth while it may be found, man. Because it ain't too much longer. The brothers going to be out here on the highways and hedges. You know? Hunting season's coming. Jeremiah 16:16, man. You know? The men of the Lord been very patient, man. Waiting. Being humble. Being humiliated, man. You know? And that's what, like the Chief Gabar, man. The men of valor, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful brother, man. You know, and he always tells you, man, you know, it's humility before honor, and you really got to meditate on that. Because the men of the Lord been humiliated. Constantly. Get laughed at when we go out on the highways and hedges, when they point at your garments and all that. You know, you even got brothers that humiliate you that's amongst Israel that know they're Israelites. That teach false doctrines, man. They all going to get dealt with, man, when these things happen. And you see it starting to happen right now. So this ain't no coincidence, man. And it said this word got to be preached on all four corners of the earth. And you have brothers on all four corners of the earth, man, preaching, raising up. You got a lot of GMS camps coming up. You know, Germany. You know, all over, man. You got brothers and everywhere, anywhere you can think of, man, that Israelites are. It's a prophet out there, you know, teaching this truth. So, man, we in some real serious times, man. You know, I'm going to read that again. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So how's the earth going to be wasted with them thermonuclear missiles, man? On top of the angels beaming down that concentrated heat on you people, man. You wicked people. Not the righteous, the wicked, man. And the city shall going to be cast down. Ain't going to be no more Parises. It ain't going to be no more New Yorks, no more Philadelphias, no more Newarks, no more Elizabeths, no more LAs. You know, no more Denvers. All them cities, man, no more Dallases. Missouri, cities in those areas, man. This places about the America is going to be completely destroyed, man. You can't stress that enough. For you freaking people out here that's hard-headed, man. You know? But with that, man, I hope that this lesson was edifying. You know, I hope it made sense. Well, it should make sense. Because it's clear as day, man. 2020 vision. It's that clear, man. If you got 2020 vision, you can see clear, man. You know? And that's how clear this vision is, man. And the only way you're not seeing it is if, the Most High got you blinded. He got you in that blind state, man. But yeah, man, to the next lesson, I'm going to say Shalom Yasharala, death to America, because we almost home. And Kwam Yasharala, Kwam Yasharala, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.